Hi, Krista Mashore, Homes by Krista. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. So right now, everyone's freaking out about the most recent interest rate increase, right? And they're wondering if the most recent increase in interest rates is actually going to cause home prices to decrease. And that's the theory that everyone has. Now, let's actually see historically if that theory is correct or not. But first, before we do that, let's take a look at what interest rates have done throughout the year. So interest rates started out just under 4%, and then around February to June, they were somewhere between 3.75. And then we see a nice little decrease. But what happened come November, right? We see a really huge spike, which made everyone really nervous. In fact, we were seeing interest rates change within a third to a fifth of a point within several hours in December. Why? We don't know. But does that mean that the housing prices are going to decrease? Now, theoretically, history says otherwise. Let's take a look. Let's see what HSH says. The rise in interest rates was considerable, but no one should be alarmed. That's good news. Nor fear that the housing market will come to any abrupt standstill. So after all, if you think about it, rates are only where they were in the beginning of 2016. And if you remember earlier in the year, I did a video about what the forecast was for interest rates. And actually, guess what the good news is? They're actually lower right now, even with this huge spike, than what was anticipated. So let's take a look at what the mortgage rate projections were in the beginning of 2016. If you notice that at the end of 2016, it was estimated from Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, the Mortgage Bankers Association, and the National Association of Realtors all combined that they would be about 4.6. We are about 4.13 as we speak. So guess what? We're actually lower than what was anticipated. So the thought that everyone, it makes sense to be really nervous and wonder because interest rates have risen. Now people also think with the interest rates increasing, is that going to create housing prices to go down? Again, if you look at historical trends, that's not the case. So take a look at what interest rates were in the past. These numbers are so much greater, right? Even at 6.83%, which is a lot higher than they are now, we saw increases. So back in 1983, when the mortgage interest rate was above 12%, we still saw a huge increase, almost 7% in housing prices. This is even much more staggering. In 1999, when interest rates were almost 7%, we saw above a 10% increase in housing prices. So what does that historically tell you? When interest rates increase, it doesn't necessarily mean that housing prices are going to decrease. Right now, because of the lack of inventory throughout the nation, we are anticipating that most likely we're not going to see dramatic decreases. In fact, the projections are that we're going to continue to increase throughout 2017. So luckily right now, talking about appreciation, the Home Price Expectation Survey, which comes out every quarter, just came out. And guess what they're anticipating? Remember, this isn't just anyone guessing. This is 111 economists, financial advisors, and real estate investors from around the nation. So they cumulatively are giving their forecast as far as what's going to happen over the next 5 years in cumulative home appreciation. And look what they're saying. They believe that in 2017, even with the recent interest rate increase, that we're going to increase 4%. Again, that's cumulative. And it's not just some theory, it's actually the experts around the nation, what they are projecting. All the way through 2021, we see, again, slight appreciation, which is more normal cumulative appreciation. So let's take a look at what that looks like over a 5-year period. Let's just say we take a house that's worth $250,000 right now. It's estimated that within 5 years that you're going to see over $43,000 of appreciation. That's good news for us. And again, that means locally where we live, the average house prices is around $500 to $550, so you can double that number, if not more. So the Home Price Expectation Survey, here's what they're anticipating. We have the bulls who are super optimistic. They're going for it. They believe over the next 5 years through 2021 that we are going to have a total of over 30% appreciation. That's a lot, right? And then we have the bears who are a little bit more conservative. They're optimistic, but they want to be more real. They believe that we're going to have a total of 10% over the next 5 years. And then right in the middle, they are saying 21 total percent appreciation over the next 5 years. Again, this is very, very good news. And it's not just theory or headlines or newspapers. It's actually from the experts that know. So don't let the interest rates freak you out too much. Does it mean maybe it's a good time if you're thinking about buying to get off the fence? Yes, it does. Does it mean that maybe it's a great time if you're thinking about selling buying to maybe sell and get off the fence to buy with lower interest rate? Yes, it does, because believe me, they are anticipating that through the end of this next year, interest rates are going to continue to slowly spike up. So prices, according to the experts that know, they're saying that prices are going to go up. So it's great news for us. So I hope this video was helpful to you. Do me a favor. I appreciate you watching. Forward it to somebody that you might know that's thinking of buying or selling, or who just might want to know. And feel free to sign up for future market updates. And anything you want to know about real estate related, let me know. I'd love to help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.